Hello everyone. In this session, we will discuss how to provision the Helm chart using ArgoCD. So currently we all have the Helm chart and I want to provision it using ArgoCD. So provision the Kubernetes resources basically, which is till you are deploying it using Helm chart. Can I deploy it using ArgoCD? So first we will understand the Helm chart structure. Helm chart has the one section called template. Under the template, they keep all the Kubernetes manifest file, correct? Then you have values.yaml file. Like whenever user wants to define any values or control any values in the Kubernetes resources, we can pass in the values.yaml file. So suppose I have a deployment.yaml file is here. In deployment.yaml file, there is a replica count section is there. How many replica count should go? I can pass it here and they can pick it from here. Okay. And then there's a chart.yaml file. Okay. Which controls the versioning of your Helm chart. Now what Argo CD does it? Argo CD take the Kubernetes manifest from the template section, from the template section, and they have the values.yaml file. They will get the values.yaml file and they will pick these two Kubernetes manifest and the values.yaml file and generate the updated manifest file. Updated manifest file. Okay. And this updated manifest file, they go and provision in the Kubernetes. Provision in the Kubernetes. How they do it? Let's go and see this thing. Okay. In this example, the Helm chart which I am using it is already downloaded in my Git repository. You can see this is my Git repository and it's the Helm chart is already downloaded. Okay. And this is my Helm chart. You can see there is a chart.yaml file is there, which we will not be using it. There is a values dot multiple values file, but currently this is the values.yaml file which I will be using it. It has two entries. One is namespace and that is second is service account. Let's go and under the template section and see the namespace YAML file. You can see that it is referring to this capital V values.yaml file and the namespace and name. Okay. So what Helm chart will do it? They will pick this manifest file from the template section, take the values from here, regenerate the manifest file on the fly and provision it. Okay, let's go and try this scenario from the UI of Argo CD. Okay, so this is my UI dashboard. I'll just go and click on new web. I'll say Helm. I'll just say Nginx Helm, just giving a name. Select the project default. Provisioning is automatic. I am doing it, or like sync policy, not provisioning. Sync policy is automatic. Prune resources self fill. Auto create the namespace in case if namespace is not created. Source is till now we were using source. Okay, so we have two sources are there, Git and Helm. Currently we are using Git only as a source because my Helm chart is already downloaded under my project. Okay, if it's not downloaded, then I might have used some other thing. Okay, so branch is main. If you are using some other branch, provide the branch name. Okay, here you can see the Nginx help path is automatically coming where all the template and all these things are there. Here you need to provide the values.yaml file and my values.yaml file is okay. So these all things I need to provide it and I'll just go and show you edit as YAML. You can see all these things are automatically captured. Okay, so okay, one second. Just give me a second. I'll just see the destination is not captured. I'll just check it. So here you can see this is API version. This is your destination where it will deploy it. This is the Helm chart where I downloaded it. This is my values.yaml file. It is referring it, correct? I'll just save it and create it now. So the moment I create it, it will go and start provisioning my Helm's resource, Helm package. So Helm Kubernetes based resources in using the Argo CD. Okay. So basically ArgoCD is only referring the section which is under template and the values.yaml file. They don't use chart.yaml file or anything else. Okay, so if I go and run the command helm list here, it will not show me anything. So it means they are not using the chart.yaml file for provisioning the things on anything. So ArgoCD doesn't use Helm engine for things. It's just using the template section and provisioning the stuff for me. Okay, this is one part. Now, now you can see this is synced and everything is perfectly fine. Now I'll just go and delete this resource. Okay, so I'll use a foreground. By default, you guys should use always foreground. Foreground means it will first go and delete all the Kubernetes resources and then it will go and delete the application resource. So that is the foreground. It's the safest way to deploy to delete the applications resources. Now let's go and discuss the other point, which is I have covered in the whiteboard as well. In case Helm chart is not downloaded, it is in the Helm repo. So what can we do it? So assume the Helm charts are not downloaded, okay, and Helm charts in the Helm repo. So I'll just show you how we'll do it. So first of all, you will go and see the Helm chart from the helm.sh. Under the chart section, we'll check for Nginx. Okay, this is Nginx. I'll take the Nginx official image, click on install, and I'll just check this URL from where I will be able to download this thing. Okay, I'll just go here, new app, give the app name, my app. This time project again default, sync policy, automatic, prune resources, self heal. Okay, auto create the namespace under the sync option, repository URL. Okay, this time we are planning to use Helm repository. So please put Helm as a repository link. Provide your Helm repository URL, which we have copied it from helm.sh website. Once it's done, now you see the chart option automatically comes. I'll just select Nginx and it will show me all the YAML file which is there. All the chart version which is there. So okay, I'll just select one of them and now I'll go and select my cluster resource, and now let's go and provision it. Currently I'm not modifying anything else. Okay, and here also you can pass the values. Okay, all these things are coming here as well. I'm not changing anything, and let's go and see the YAML option, what exactly how it looks like. So here you can see the source section is changed now. Source section is showing you the repo URL, target revision. Now it is not showing you the git branch and all this thing and everything is populated here. Okay, so I'll just go and create it now. So this time the source URL is not git, it is Helm. Okay, so from the values.yaml file, by default it will pick from the Helm chart only. So wherever your Helm chart is there, it will pick the things from there and it will provision the Kubernetes resources. In this case also, they will not use the chart.yaml file. I'll just show you here Helm list command. Nothing is there. So it means that Helm engine is not at all used. They are only using the template section of it and values.yaml file. Now there is a scenario where values.yaml file is under your Git repository. Okay, and Helm chart is inside your um, Helm repository. So how we can merge these two things? So Helm chart is residing in a Helm repository and I want to keep values.yaml file under my Git repository. How can I control this thing? So let's see that scenario first. Okay, so just now we're discussing that thing that okay, my repo URL is Helm repo, okay, but my values.yaml is residing on my Git repo. So in this case, under the source section, you will be defining a list. First, a list will carry your Helm repository, uh, and here the values.yaml file will be there. This is the path. Second repository, what will happen is you will be mentioning your Git repository, your branch, and this values is referring to this values, okay? And you will give this path. So this particularly values.yaml file is residing under your Git repository. Chart is residing in your chart repository. Now, how it will override it? So before that, do that thing. Let me go and show you which parameter I'm playing around. So I have already downloaded the chart. If I go and show you the chart version, the charts are already downloaded. Okay, this is my chart which is downloaded, and I'll just go under the values.yaml file and show you there is a replica count segment is there. Okay, so replica count segment is there. So it's a replica count is 1. When you come to the my Git repository, okay, this is my Git repository, and I'll just go and show you the values YAML file here. Okay, this is values.yaml file which I'm referring. Here I'm just mentioning replica count 5. So what will happen? It will pull the Helm chart. All the default value it will pull from the Helm repository only. Only this value will be overwrite because the Git repository we are mentioning our own values there. So in this example, you will see that how we can overwrite the default values from the Helm repo using our Git repository as well. Okay, so let's go and try this thing. Okay, this particular YAML file, you will not be able to do it from the UI interface because reason is when you go in the UI interface and try to create the new app, the problem is we don't have any source section where I can go and maintain the list. Okay, it's only one source section. I can either use Git or Helm. I cannot provide the both the option here, so you need to use the command line for that. Okay, so I just say nginx git helm.yaml. Okay, this is the file name. I will be checking out the code as well, so putting the code in the Git repository. Okay, this is the code I am putting it. And just say kubectl create -f nginx git helm. Okay, so let's go and see how many replicas it creates it. So cancel it. You can see this particular thing is started provisioning it. It will take some time. Okay, just wait and see. I'll just recreate it again because there is a problem with the destination server parameter. So that's why it was giving an error. Still it is giving an error. Let me check it out, this error message. Actually, it is telling that destination server is missing. Let me see this error message and just fix it out and show you why it is. Okay, so I was just providing an empty entry in the destination server. That's why it was giving an error message. Now you can see the values is picking up from the values from the Git repository, and this is my repo URL. And let's go and create it now. Okay, I'll use the kubectl command to do this thing. Kubectl create -f. Okay, this is the name my nginx Summit. You come here, and this is the one which is provisioning it. Currently, it's provisioning it. Again, it is giving error. Okay, since the repository is not synced, there is a problem with the repository. I'll just do that thing. Okay, just give me a second. I'll just delete it and change this file. And this is the repo URL. Actually, this repo URL has to be modified. This is not the one I am using it. I am using different one. Okay, so the one which is trusted URL under the default project, I need to mention that one. So this is not the one I will be using it. I will be using ArgoCD project. Okay, this is the URL where I have kept my values.yaml file. So I will be using that one. Okay, I'll just go and paste it here. Now I do it, it will work. Okay, now let's go and see ArgoCD. and application thing. Okay, so it's starting in. It will take some time and just wait for a few seconds, let it finish. Main thing is it should show you five. You will be seeing that okay, it's creating the replica set, and here you will see 5 pods. Okay, so this is what exactly mm, uh, how we can overwrite the Helm repository values.yaml file using the Git repository. So this is one of the use case during one of my sessions. We have discussed this issue where audience was using the Git repository for the values.yaml file and Helm repository for other stuff. So I will be copying this thing for your reference. Just see and fix it out. Thank you, everyone.